Oh, brother. All I can do is laugh to keep from crying. Right? All you can do. That's really all you can do when watching this freaking team right now. Right? Like, the amount of rage that is built up in my soul while watching this team. I have enough rage built in me right now to where I could probably turn this wall into Swiss cheese. But I'm not going to do that. Why? Well, one, I'm not freaking like that. And two, well, it's only game. It's only game. You know, I got to do a better job of not letting my sports teams dictate how my whole day goes, but that's just the way it is. That's the way it is for any lunatic sports fan like me, right? You could tell yourself every day, I'm not going to let this team dictate my mood for the whole day. Fast forward a few hours later, and I'm freaking pissed off for the whole night because the Guardians freaking stink. And if you think this is bad, just wait until the Browns start playing and they start losing a little bit. That's a whole week. Oh, God. I mean, damn. At least with the Guardians, you play a game every day or so, right? With the Browns, they play every week, like once a week. So you have to wallow in sorrow for a whole week, unless, your team plays on like a Sunday and then a Thursday. And God forbid you have a bye week. Oh man, you lose heading into a bye? Oh God. That's 2 weeks of just pure depression. Straight up. Of anger, rage, and like I said, in some cases, depression. And then, of course, if you lose in the playoffs in a heartbreaking fashion, that's the worst, right? Because like your season's done. There's no more. There's really no more of it, right? It's the way it is. But that's enough of that. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Guardians series recap, series preview live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed that little spiel I went on to start this thing off. But just like the title says, this series against the DBacks was just one ginormous tease that left us all with balls as blue as this shirt. They couldn't lose normally. And yes, they got swept. But let's be honest here, right? The Diamondbacks are scalding hot right now. They have lost 4 games since the All Star break. They are scalding hot. They're as hot as the weather, scorching hot. Like, my God, I wish we were like that. Imagine how big our division lead would be if we had a lead that size. Bruh. It'd be in the double digits, especially with how derpy the Twins and Royals have been. But no, we decide to stink like ass for the last week or so, and now here we are. Have me do it. I could probably get you. Have me do it. I could probably get you something, maybe. I mean, at worst, I wouldn't look that bad. Maybe I can get you a low key base hit, right? Okay, enough rambling. I'm gonna get into this freaking series recap. Like the title says, it was just one big tease. Series starts off on Friday night. I'm sorry, not Friday night. What the heck am I talking about? Monday night. Of course, I was live with my guy JB Taylor on his channel. Shout out to JB Taylor at Walkoff Sports Talk. Always love to collab with him. There will be many more of those coming up. But yeah, it's pretty clear that when he streams my team, we lose. So yeah, not against him. It's just our team stinks. That's the way it is. Or my team stinks. His team is freaking scalding hot. Like I said, God, I wish my team was in his team's shoes. Jeez, like I said, imagine our division lead if we were actually good, like his team is. Their pitching is solid. Like their lineup is killing it right now. Bullpen's a little shaky, but at least they remedied it for the most part because they actually made moves at the deadline to help boost their freaking roster. All we did was get a damn scrubby freaking lefty or righty who can't hit righties. Imagine being a right-handed hitter that can't hit righties. What the heck? Bruh. He's turning into Jordan Luplow again. Man, I haven't seen a Jordan Luplow clone since Jordan Luplow. But all right. So yeah, first game was Logan Allen against Zach Gallen. And it started about as usual for us, before people could even get into their seats. Logan Allen had given up 2 homers. Yeah. People couldn't even settle in, and we were already losing 2-0. Intel Marte, literally first pitch he saw out of the park. Next, Gabriel Moreno comes to the plate, took 4 pitches, but he hit a home run. Then he got hurt, unfortunately. Hopefully he's all right. So down 2-0 before we could even, wake up. Pretty much before we could even settle in, put our stuff down, and relax. It's already up 2-0. Yeah, welcome back, Logan, you freaking bum. Now after that, the Guardians would respond as bottom of the first, Jose Ramirez, RBI double, followed by a, that's actually the only one that happened, I think. No, wait, hold up. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Josh Naylor would ground out, and it would tie the game. And then Bo Naylor in the bottom of the second would get an RBI single, and the Guardians had the lead. But of course, that wouldn't last long. As usual, we do the whole we score, they score, we score, they score. That was the theme for this series. Top of the 6th, Eugenio Suarez would hit a double and make it 3-3. Keep in mind, this was off of Cade Smith, who I previously thought was pretty much unhittable. That's how you know your team is scalding hot when even the best relievers on a team can't even get you out. That's how you know you're scalding hot. Wow. And the Padres just tied the game against the Pirates. That's crazy. Oh, brother. But yeah, Suarez doubled, tied the game, and then Perdomo would hit a force out, giving them the lead, 4-3. But not to be outdone, the Guardians would swing right back, bottom 6. Andres would give us the lead, 5-4, with a single. And then they would smack back. Jock Peterson 2-run homer off of Scott Barlow, who really should not be in that position. But Stephen Vogt, duh. I'm just gonna put this random pitcher in who stinks, and look what happens. Gives up a homer. Yeah. So it's 6-5, thanks to Jock Peterson, who I viewed should have been a Guardian, right? But yeah, so 2-run homer. That's gonna be a theme in this series. A lot of 2-run homers given up off of walks. So it's 6-5, and then Daniel Schneemann would actually get a sac fly off of a Bo Naylor triple to tie the game at 6. And then top 10, Class A would come in and give up a sac fly to Suarez. And that would be it. The Guardians would get runners on first and second, but of course they would do nothing with it because it's funny how early in the game when Moreno got hurt, they brought in Jose Herrera and they were bullying him. They were testing him. They were stealing bags on him. And then game went on. They just abandoned it. They did not keep their foot on his throat in the stealing game. And yeah, could have had a double steal or something. No, late in the game, right? In fact, let me see. Because this is what really agitated me. Right? So we go to the, let's actually go to the bottom of the ninth. Okay, so Thompson comes in, triple by Bo, Schneeman sack fly. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so bottom 10 comes up, and then Lane Thomas lines out because that's what he does. He stinks against freaking righties, of course. They intentionally walked Jose, which is a smart thing to do. So then you have 2 on with 1 out, right? 2 on with 1 out. Jose and Quan on the bases. 2 guys who can fly. And like I said, they bullied Herrera earlier in the game. Yo, that's the time to do a freaking sack. Or not a sack fly, but not a sack bunt, but a double steal. Yeah, do a double steal. Because, man, you know how Josh Naylor is, right? Double steal, right? Now, the only problem would have been you have a lefty at the plate in Josh Naylor, which means going to third, you'd have to get the most perfect jump. And you had a righty on the mound. So maybe that's why. But you should be able to trust Quan and J Ram to do a double steal. At least try it. Right? Maybe you can even have Naylor bunt. You know? Because Naylor bunts, if anything, you get the runners over to second and third. Yeah, I mean, Naylor would be out, but you'd have second and third for David Fry. But then, of course, he would strike out most likely. So, yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. I don't know. This it really does. You know, the vibes are just all a mess right now. So the Guardians would tease a little bit, and that'd be all it would. Yeah, they'd tease a little bit, but they lose 7-6. Thompson gets a win. He's 6-3, 2.30 ERA. Clase would take a second loss. He's 4-2 with a .69 ERA, and Martinez would get a 2.01 ERA. What's up, Jacob? So that's game one. And of course, yesterday, Mother Nature would step in and be like, hold up, this lineup stinks. I'm not letting you play with this lineup. So, you know, a little tornado thing happened, and they postponed the game after like 2 hours of waiting. And so we go to today. And the teasing would continue. First game I was live for, Ben Lively against Brandon Pfaadt. And we made Brandon Pfaadt look like a damn ace out there. It's fun. Touched all over Gallen. Yeah, by the way, they had Zach Gallen on the mound. You know, one of their better pitchers. And we tagged him pretty good. In fact, I'm going to go over the stat lines for each pitcher. I almost forgot to do that. Wow. This team's got my brain so scrambled, I forgot the traditional go over each team's starter and see how they did. My team's got me freaking out here acting stupid out here. What the hell? Man. But yeah, Zach Gallen, we got to him pretty good. 7 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Logan Allen, who was actually sent down yesterday after this game. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks, and 2 homers. Yeah, after those 2 homers and damn near getting his face taken off by a comebacker, he was pretty good. I think he had like retired like 10 straight after damn near getting his face tattooed with a baseball. Like he was like a few fingers shy of taking a baseball to the face. So I'm happy he was able to get his hand up and at least deflect the ball a little bit, because that could have been bad. He probably would have crushed his jaw. most likely, for sure. So luckily he got out of that without any issues. Then he took one off the ankle, which he was fine after that too. But yeah, I mean, Cade Smith, not great. Barlow stinks. Heron, not great either. This is how you know a team is scalding hot. Because even the best arms in your pen can't stop them. That's how you know they're so good. Nobody can stop them. You could throw a damn dude with like 105 mile per hour stuff, and they'd probably find a way to put it in the gap. It's just the way it is, right? I've said they've lost 4 games the entire second half. Yeah, they are scalding hot right now. Why do we always catch teams when they're scalding hot? We can never catch a team when they're ice cold. But even then, if we did, we would be their slump buster because this team stinks. And I just love how our ownership literally just saw this team floundering and decided, you know what? We're not gonna do anything. Front office sees this team kind of floundering. The vibes are not good. Let's not try to remedy it, right? Bring up some new blood from the minors. We have George Valera, who's been itching to get to the majors for a while. No, don't bring him up. Let's just keep trotting out their freaking scrubby ass freaking players that do nothing. Great job, guys. Great job, yeah. By the way, those Twins, they're getting closer. Yeah, they lost again today, thank God. But now we got a big ass series coming up with them starting Friday. But I'll get into that series in a minute. But yeah, Brandon Pfaadt looked like a damn ace out there today, for sure. He actually had a no-hitter going well into this game until Josh Naylor, of all people, freaking hit a yebo to break it up. So actually, Geraldo Perdomo would hit a homer in the top of the second, 2-run shot, and again, it comes after a walk. If you look at the homers we gave up, there's a good chance they came after a walk. Yeah. That was a curse for us in this game, in this series. Walking a batter and then doink, homer. Walk a batter, doink, homer. Walk a batter, doink, homer. Happened like 4 times in this series. At least. So he would homer, and then top of the 5th, Corbin Carroll would homer again. Another doink, homer. Walk, homer. Yeah. Doink, walk, homer. No, it's a walk, doink, homer. That's like a 1-2 punch right to the chin. Because you walk somebody and then doink, homer. And then, of course, like I said, after we had already given up the second home run, we would homer. Josh Naylor hit his 25th of the year, and then nothing else would happen after that. Actually, we'd actually, no, hold up. We would actually score another run. Brian Rocchio would actually do something productive and get an RBI double, which would score a run. Could have had 2, but no. And then Bo Naylor thought he had a sac fly, and Daniel Schneemann must have had his freaking cinder block shoes on or something because that dude's slow as hell. How come all of our players seem like they're fast, but then when they're going home, they run like And he slid feet first. 2, he probably would have scored had he been able to go, face first. Because his hand touched the freaking glove of the catcher. It's like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, man? Come on. I wouldn't have even sent him. Especially when you got Kwan on deck. Like, do you not have faith in Stephen Kwan? Is that what we've been reduced to? Right? You don't have faith in Stephen Kwan? That's why they do half the stuff, because they have no faith. Oh my God, McCutcheon. Bat drop. Well, ties the game right back. Man, if we didn't play 2 games today, I probably would have streamed this game. Yeah, I probably would have streamed this game. Oh well. It is what it is. But yeah, Bo Naylor would get a sack fly. Or not, he would have had a sack fly if Daniel Schneemann was actually fast. But yeah, it's 4-2. And then nothing else would really happen until Suarez would hit a double and then scoring a run, which would actually, yeah, that was a result of a Jock Peterson walk. So it's 5-2. And then we would respond with an RBI single from J-Ram. And then nothing else happens after that. So at that point, it's 5-3. We're looking good. And then you already know what happens next. Do I even need to say it? Fine, I'll say it. Walker batter, oink, home run. All their home runs, pretty much, aside from the first 2 in the series, which obviously had nobody on base. After those first 2, I think every homer besides the Jock one, too, every homer in these next 2 games had a walk preceding it. The thing that really pissed me off, though, was the fact that we really could not get close. We would score a run, give up a run, score a run, give up a run, score a run, give up a run. It's ridiculous. But yeah, Brandon Pfaadt, he was very skinny. He went 6 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 6 Ks, and a homer. 3.92 ERA. Lively wasn't bad, but he kind of stunk. Wasn't the worst I've seen. 5 innings, 4 hits, of course 4 walks, 2 Ks, and 2 2-run homers, which is where the 4 runs came in. My dude served up 2 delicious, juicy freaking tater balls. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Oh yeah. And you can't do that against a scalding hot lineup because they in their mind they got one of them wiffle ball bats, and you're throwing a damn beach ball. You ain't throwing no tiny little baseball. You're throwing a damn beach ball. And then they got one of those wiffle ball bats that are they're very skinny at the base, and they're like woof. Like wait, when you're just fooling around and just bam, just hit a ball 700 feet, break a window. That's them. That's what they look like in their minds right now. Because they're scalding freaking hot. Like their bats are smoking. That's how hot they are right now. Damn. But yeah, Pfaadt is now 6-6, 3.92 ERA. Lively is now 10-7, 3.59 ERA. Of course, I was live for this game. Always fun to stream these horrible games. I have about had it with Naylor and Fry in the 4 and 5 hole. Yeah, I mean, Naylor's all right. Fry, though, yeah. He's one of the guys that you need to put him back in his usual role as like a lefty guy. Just like Lane. Because they figured him out months ago, and it's like they just never changed anything. They're just like, oh, he'll play through it. So we go to the second game of the doubleheader. Guardians trying to avoid the sweep, facing Eduardo Rodriguez. And we pretty much got more of the same. More of the same. Again. Which is what we absolutely love, right? Yep. Now, this time it really wouldn't be, it'd be like one guy doing all the damage for the most part. Josh Bell, solo shot, top second. He homered, made it 1-0. And then the new guy, Adrian Del Castillo. I think he's another one of their catchers they called up because of Moreno being injured. He doubled in a run, made it 2-0. Now to be outdone, David Fry would hit his 10th home run of the year. We have now 4 guys in double figures in home runs this year. And it took him until August when he was hitting Hanks early on in the year. And it's like he was hot. And then he just, because of an injury, of course. course. But yeah, it looks like he's back to his somewhat old self a little bit. But yeah, he hit his 10th homer of the year. Good stuff. Made it 2-1. And then, again, response runs. They score. They score. Josh Bell, 2-run homer. Gee, how much you want to bet? Walk, doink, home run. How much you want to bet? How much do you want to bet? It was a walk, doink, home run. Huh? Well, this one wasn't immediately preceded by the walk, but Corbin Carroll walked, stole second. We got 2 outs on a foul tip and a ground out, and then the doink home run. So it took a little longer, but it happened. Yeah, it happened, but it took a little while. But they still got the walk, doink, home run. Made it 4-1. And then the Guardians would again respond, because that's what they do. But they didn't do enough of it. Yeah. And it would be 4-1, and then Angel Martinez would get a sac fly, made it 4-2. And we would actually put up zeros in the top of the inning. Pitching would actually be looking good. J Ram would homer, his 30th of the year. Made it 4-3. Comeback time? No. And then a solo shot for Render Gritchuk, put it away. With an RBI, with a solo shot, his 4th of the year, made it 5-3. And because the Guardians just couldn't let us lose without a little teasing, they decided, hey, you know what? Let's tease the hell out of Guardians fans to end this game. Here's how the ending went, guys. I'm looking it up right now. Blue balls. Ultimate blue balls. They left this ending of this game left our balls as blue as this shirt. Swear to God. They're like, tease. And it's like, hey, where you going, man? Got something to finish it. What are you doing, huh? Doing? She's like, I'm done. See ya. It'd be like you're getting nasty with a girl, right? You getting freaky with it. And it's like she just gets up and walks out. That's the Guardians' offense in this game. You getting nasty. And then it's like she walks out. It's like, yeah, where you going? She's like, I'm done. What? Done? We're not done. Get back here. And then she's out the door and in the car, and then she's gone. That's the Guardians' offense. One big tease. You know what? I got a good nickname for the Guardians' offense. The Tease-agins. I don't know. The Tease-dians. This team is just one big tease. They had the nerve to load the bases. Load the bases. Noel would single. Jimenez would reach on a fielder's choice. Yeah. And then Bo would strike out because he stinks. And it's crazy because the pitch he struck out on is a pitch rolling in the dirt. Like, what are you doing? Like, you gotta like swing all the way out to even like even think about touching that ball. And he came nowhere close. It would have been a full count. He also swung at a pitch inside that probably could have been a ball too. He probably could have walked. This team has like no plate discipline in some big moments. You gotta hope and pray that they don't bite on a bad pitch, because if you're a pitcher these days with this team, you just like, you know what, I'm gonna throw this pitch in the dirt and maybe he'll bite. And I bet you 95% of the time they won't bite, because that's what they do. So we lose 5-3, and yeah, we get swept by the Diamondbacks. I know JB Taylor was throwing a damn parade earlier. He was having a freaking damn freaking party. He was partying hard. As far as the pitchers, Erod, 5 2/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 2 homers in his return. Carrasco, usual, I guess. 4 1/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks, and 2 homers. I keep saying this, and I hope it's true this time. I'm hoping this is the final outing of the year for Cookie because I have honestly had enough. We're a team trying to make the playoffs, trying to win the division. We cannot have Cookie Carrasco starting games. Now, you know what's funny, right? The guy that many people believe could be taking over his spot, Matthew Boyd in AAA right now, he retired the first 17 batters? He pitched like a one hitter against St. Paul. Again, it's AAA, but in AAA, usually pitching stinks, and this guy's out here freaking shoving like a madman. Like you tell me like this dude should not be up here. I'm like, what? Nah, man, you put Cookie in the pen or something and you bring him up. You bring up Matthew Boyd, you put him in Cookie's spot. Like if you're a serious team, you got to do that. Erod is now 1-0 with a 4.76 ERA. Carrasco 3-10 with a 5.64 ERA, and Martinez got his second save of the year with a 1.97 ERA. All right, so with that being said, what's up, JB Taylor? Yeah, like I said, JB, you guys are scalding hot. I said pretty much that when you're as good as the DBacks are right now, they've lost 4 games the entire month. When you're as hot as the DBacks are right now, every time you throw a pitch to them, it's like a beach ball. And they got one of them freaking wiffle ball bats with a big ass barrel. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where you just whack that thing and the ball goes 500 feet. When you're as hot as the Diamondbacks are right now, every ball you hit finds a way to get down. Even the best pitchers can't stop you. And again, these guys have lost 4 games since the All-Star break. Just sucks because like we just couldn't seem to get anything going. Yeah. But yeah, we got the Twins and they got the Phillies. They're actually probably back on the plane, getting back home now and getting ready for Philadelphia tomorrow. In fact, they have not announced their starters. So we'll see what that looks like. But Guardians are off tomorrow. I'm gonna try and find a game to stream. Not too many good ones. Pittsburgh, San Diego, Ortiz, Vasquez. You have a couple early games. Morton, Montas, or Hers and Harrison. Nah. What about a late night? Toronto, Baltimore. Ooh, Kramer and Gosman. Ooh, I might do that. Ooh. Kramer and Gosman tomorrow, huh? Might have to saddle up for that one. That'd be dope. Honestly, though, yeah, I'd probably do that one. It fits in my area. Because it's either that one or Anderson and Cortez, and I'm not doing that game. Hell no. They both stink. The Yankees don't stink, but Cortez does. Yeah, Cortez stinks. Now, looking at the potential matchups for this series against Minnesota, they have not officially announced the starters. Well, for the Guardians, the 2:10 p.m. first pitch, I believe, will be Tristan McKenzie. They have not officially announced the starter yet. And it says that the 8:10 first pitcher will be Alex Cobb, who will be making his season debut and Guardians debut. Yeah. So another Guardian pitcher making his team debut against the Twins. We all remember what happened last year with Giolito. Now against Cobb, Buxton has a homer with 3 RBIs. Kepler has a homer with 2 RBIs. Larnick has an RBI. Margot has a home run and 2 RBIs. And Vasquez has 2 RBIs. But what I've seen from Cobb, he has good stuff. Need him to shove. We need him to shove like a damn madman on Friday. Big time. Because, again, the Twins are nipping at our heels. we could easily regain some of our ground on the Twins in that game. And then coming up on the 10th, it'll be Gavin Williams against Simeon Woods Richardson, who I believe was a former Blue Jay prospect. Yeah. Gavin's 1-4, 4.91 ERA, 39 Ks. SWR is 3-2 with a 3.87 ERA, 84 Ks. Gavin actually faced these guys, I think, last year, and they didn't do anything against him. And then Simeon, same thing. We have one game against him, and we did nothing against him. So that should be fun, especially if Gavin can do what he did against Detroit, which is shove like a madman. And if the offense wakes up, we'll be good. Yeah. It'd be crucial for this offense to go out there and punch him in the mouth. Like, punch him in the mouth. Like what the Diamondbacks did to us. If we do to the Twins like what the Diamondbacks did to us, we'll be good. We'll be real good. And then to wrap up the series, it'll be Festa for the Twins against maybe Tanner Bybee. Yo, so we might be seeing, Cobb, McKenzie, Gavin, and Bybee. Now, we've never faced Festa. He's 2-2 with a 5.55 ERA, 30 Ks. But this should be a very interesting series. And I just want us to get a split. Because we don't gain really any ground, and I think we win the season series if we take at least 2 out of 4. Because then we have Chicago, the Cubbies, coming to town. That'll be a fun series. It's always fun when we play them. And we might be seeing Matthew Boyd in that series. So that'll be cool. But that is pretty much going to do it. Let me see if there's anything on Twitter I need to go over. Because you never know, things on Twitter might happen when I'm streaming. Chase the Lauder, 3-run homer. Okay. All right. Wow, first tornado confirmed. Touchdown in Brook Park, tracked east across southern Cuyahoga County. Lifted in Bedford. Wow. God telling us where the stadium rendering should be placed. That's great. That's great. Tony Grossi. That's funny. Tony Grossi blocked the Come Get Some show. Imagine blocking a podcast show. Wow. Ooh, how about this, guys? For football, the Dolphins will wear their aqua throwbacks week 2 on Thursday night versus the Bills, and white throwbacks on Thanksgiving versus the Packers. Okay. I need to know when the Browns will be wearing their all whites. And if we're going to have a third helmet. Like I said about the Guardians, before, and I'll probably say it a few more times over the next weeks. We need to inject some new blood into this team because this crap that I'm watching right now, it ain't fun. Like, I'm gonna actually, I never did this. I'm gonna look through our roster and I'm gonna tell you, like, the guys that we've seen lately. I'm gonna talk about who I think might need to go down. God, I have Angels up 6-0 in the bottom of the second. I mean, they don't have Cole pitching, so it's that Warren guy again. But damn, Angels. Damn. They don't got nobody over there. How the heck is that happening? Yeah, it's been fun, and we're getting healthy on the mound at the right time. Come playoff time for our bats will be back. Yeah, like I legit said, JB, you guys are scalding hot, like hot to the touch. And you know what? Honestly, the Diamondbacks right now remind me of the Guardians when they won 22 in a row almost. Or even when earlier this year when we won 9 in a row. It feels like you know your luck is just there. You know, the ball is going the right way. The ball is missing gloves. When you're stinking up the joint, it feels like there's 20 outfielders out there, right? Or infielders. Every ball you hit goes into a glove. But man, when you're hot, when everything's going your way, it feels like there ain't nobody out there. It's just you. You and the pitcher, right? That's the way it's feeling. If when it comes to the pitcher, it's like you could throw your best pitch and they still hit it. But yeah, I'm just gonna say this: good luck against the Phillies because we took them down, and we had 3 of our worst pitchers on the mound too. We still beat them. Heading into that series, seeing who we had on the mound, we took 2 out of 3, and the loss came with Cookie on the mound because he stinks. I hate saying he stinks, but he does, man. Oh my god, we need to just put him in the pen or cut the cord because his stuff is not there. His stuff is not there. My god, it's painful watching it. It really is. Like how he keeps getting starts, I will never know. Looking at the Guardians roster right now. Okay, so Freeman, I don't think he's going anywhere. Because he's alright. Schneeman, get the heck out, bro. Your insanity runs over. You had a good little stretch where you were hitting good and everything, but yeah, you're done, bro. Your insanity runs over. It was fun to watch, but nah, not anymore. You're essentially you're dried up. Lane Thomas, gotta play him against lefties or he stinks. J Ram hitting 30 homers, even though he had arguably the worst month I've ever seen. A healthy month, anyway. We've seen him have bad months when he was hurt. Oh my god, that was painful. Like, he might hit 40, but I think 35-ish is right around there for him. Unless he goes, ballistic and he has like a big ass week or two where he just goes off, which could happen. David Fry, they need to lessen his role. Quan, can't believe he didn't play today for the most part. But yeah, he's cooled down a lot. Still batting .332, but yeah, he's cooled down a lot. Rocchio, I'm surprised he's still here. And, I thought we would have sent him down a while back. But oh well. Naylor, he's been better since his little 3-day break. Noel, I need a freaking tank shot from him next game for sure. Martinez, give you a couple good hits. Jimenez, got a freaking hit streak going out of nowhere. That's interesting. Bo, and, well, yeah, Hedges is vibes only. And Bo is, he's good. He's good. Yeah. But Hedges is vibes only. Nothing else about it. He's vibes only. He has no bat. He'd be better off if he just walked up to the plate with no bat. Just stood there. Stood there. No bat. I'm sure the ump and the catcher would be like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, standing here with a ghost bat. Stands there with his hands like this. Because, he pretty much has no bat anyway. The dude doesn't do nothing. Just imagine if he did that one time. If he forgot his bat. Oh my god. Not gonna lie. The funniest thing ever would be if a hitter walked up to the plate without his bat. What would the umpire and the catcher say? Like, you just see him, he's walking up here, he doesn't even realize it. He's like doing his little routine. He lines up like this. The umpire like, yo, you forgetting something, brother? He's like, huh? Oh, where'd my bat go? I'd be like, You went through your entire walk up routine, right? Your pre swing routine without a bat. At that point, that player would have to be DFA'd at that point because, like, you forgot your bat. The one thing you need to hit the ball. How? I'm surprised no one has ever done that. I mean, if you do that, your brain is mush. You got absolute mush brain. Like, not even lying at all. But can't believe I just thought about that. Like, I cannot believe. I'm sure, give it enough time, something like that probably would happen. Going up without your bat. Oh, brother. Oh well. So, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Have a good rest of your day, and let's take at least 2 or 4 against the Twins, and then get ready for the Cubs. But yeah, GG's to JB Taylor. Like I said, the DBacks are scorching hot right now. It's a good place to be in at this time of year. We'll see if they can catch the damn Dodgers. Probably not, but you never know. Never know. So with that being said, guys, I will see you all. I don't know when I'm gonna be live again. Probably on Friday. I don't know if I'm gonna go live for Alex Cobb's start, because he's probably gonna be on Apple TV. I guess if he is, I might go live for it, but I don't know. With that being said, guys, I'm Crazy Dog. I will see you all later. And by the way, go watch my video I did on the renderings for the new stadium for the Browns. Let me know what you think. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Guardians. See you guys later. Probably Friday. Unless we get some news about Ayuk or something. But yeah, unless something else comes up, I'll see you guys Friday. With that being said, I'm out. Bye. Yeah.